Hello, I'm Kristin, and welcome to the Kristin Carrera podcast. Welcome back if you've been following along, and welcome if you are new. And if you are new, I am a mom of 3 boys, and this is my first episode back after taking a really, really long break. So if you are new, welcome. And if you have been here before, thank you for coming back. Make sure to ring that bell, follow along, and comment. I love to hear where you are on your journey. So I want to talk today. I decided to just come back without thinking it because I've been wanting to come back, but I didn't know where to start. And so I'm just going to do it. Here I am. I took a step back because life just got full. The kids were off in the summer. I have 3 boys, like I said. So I had kids, home, my health, and just trying to show up online every day just became overloaded craziness in my brain. And I didn't want to just record and push out content just to do it. I wanted to be able to be here for you. I want to be able to push out content that is going to help you on your journey and not to just push out content for content. So during the break, I spent a little time with something that's been tugging at my heart. And it was 2 things. So first off, I did carnivore for 100 days straight. I reintroduced foods, went animal-based, and I did 30-day lion diet challenge, went back to carnivore, and then I started slowly implementing foods back into my diet to see what worked for me. I've always said that everybody's different and there's no one size fits all, and I still truly believe that. And so I became a little bit more meat-based. And what does that mean? That just means that meat is my main priority. Protein, protein, protein. And then sometimes I add avocado. Sometimes I'll have a bite of the fruit. Sometimes I'll eat siete chips because it's healthier than the other brands. And yes, it's still potatoes, but I want to find what works for me. I want to be happy. I want something easy. I don't want to feel like I am just living on repeat. And I know that that might sound wrong to really hardcore carnivores because people will tell you that it's not about how happy it makes you, it's just fuel for your body. And although, yes, it is, I'm Hispanic and I come from a long line of cooking is pleasure, eating is pleasure. And so that's just not going to turn off overnight. And that has been a struggle throughout my journey. But I also do believe that you have to find what works for you and what is sustainable for you and your lifestyle. And so it's not about being perfect, but about doing the best possible that is going to keep you the healthiest possible, that is going to keep you going, right? And so that's what I've done. I do want to say that first off, I am going to do a 30-day carnivore challenge. So if you want to reset again, we are starting January 1st, has our New Year's goal, and it is free. So message me here in the comments or go over to my Instagram. You can find that in the description. And I am excited because I did a 30-day free carnivore guide for you. So check that out as well. Also free, free, free. So I just want to give you as much information as possible and help you along your journey. And I can use the accountability myself in starting a 30-day challenge as well. So I look forward to seeing who wants to join me and doing our 30-day challenge together. So aside from that, the other thing that I had that was tugging at my heart was that I felt this calling. I felt this voice in my head saying that I wanted to go back to church, that I wanted to start teaching the kids about Jesus and God. And I just couldn't get it out of my mind. And this was months. This was before I even took my break, that I had been thinking about this and thinking about this. And every once in a while, it would just pop into my head. And so I did research. I went into mom Facebook groups. I asked what churches are good local. And I grew up Catholic, but I never connected to a Catholic church. I did all my sacraments. I went through it. And I will tell you that I have never picked up my Bible. I have a Precious Moments Bible, which is the one that I'm reading now. since I was young, and I could not get past the first couple pages. I never read the Bible together with my family. I was never told to go home and read the Bible, even when I did my communion or my confirmation. And so I found a church that we are really loving, and I have picked up my Bible, and I am proud to say that I am over 60 days now where I am consistent every single day in reading my Bible. I wake up around 5:10 in the morning. It's my me time. I grab my cafecito. I do my devotional. I do my prayers, and I read the Bible. And I feel this change in me that I've never felt before, this want in me that I've never felt before, and something inside of me that is telling me that I need to share this. And so here I am sharing it, and I hope that it welcomes you. I hope that you have an open mind if it's something that is not in your lane. But if it is, then I am so glad that you are here today. The other things that I want to start implementing in the podcast is I want to start being honest about my ADHD and how my brain works, how my kids, what makes them feel better, what helps me feel better. And so I want to implement and sprinkle some of that into the podcast. And because I shifted from strict carnivore to a meat-based way of eating that actually fits my real life with my 3 boys, less rules and more of what works, I want to share that with you as well. So if you have not seen my first videos, I had years of bloating, depression for 8 years, anxiety, fatigue, brain fog, no energy. I have microscopic colitis. I have thyroid, Graves' disease. I mean, the list was long. And since being on carnivore, I've been able to maintain not having those things, and also no more depression, which was huge for me. And this way of living, honestly, for me, is the best way of living because there's no going back. And so now I also want to implement my faith and follow that and see where that leads. So I look forward to sprinkling some of that in here as well. So this is what we're going to be talking about. Here is what you can expect in the upcoming podcast videos that I am very excited about. Faith and Bible in the real house with kids and noise, right? Because that is life. Meat-based living and simple food that helps me my energy, moods, and digestion without perfection, because no one is perfect. Not you, not I. HDAD mom life, how I'm learning to work with my brain and my kids' brain instead of fighting us. We want to work with what and who we are. Everything I share is from my own experience. So this is not medical advice, just me walking this out with you here on my channel. So if this sounds like the kind of conversation you need, hit follow, subscribe, and do not miss the next episode. I have a lot of things coming. I can't wait to talk them out with you. And you can also message me or comment one word with what you want right here below. Carnivore, kids, ADHD, faith. What is it that you're looking for? Comments, comments, comments. And thank you for being here for my first episode back after a very long hiatus. And I will see you on the next podcast.